Well, good morning, guys. This is DoctaM3, and my newest acquisition, a 1 of 10 Lamborghini Aventador SVJ Xagos. And it's been an absolutely incredible experience. It's been an incredible journey getting to this point. So I really want to just talk to you a little bit about what the Xagos is, a little bit of my history of how we got to the Xagos, and tell you about why Lamborghini and my passion for this brand. So we're gonna go ahead and get started and take this bad boy on the road. There's nothing like a cold start in a Lamborghini. The interesting thing is the SVJ also has a fourth mode, which is the Ego mode. It's such an incredible experience being inside a V12 Lamborghini, much less a car like the Xagos. So we're gonna take off here. So let me tell you a little bit about my journey in the world of Lamborghini. First of all, there's something incredible about this brand. It's passion and emotion. It's really about how, frankly, what you're driving makes you feel. And at the end of the day, you know, I say this all the time in my videos, it's not necessarily solely about the cars, it's the people. These cars, again, is all about emotions and bring amazing group of people together, right? So it's just awesome. So let me tell you about my history in Lamborghini. The first Lamborghini that I acquired was a 2008 Gallardo Superleggera. I loved that car. It was absolutely amazing. I shopped around for a bunch of different cars, including the Scuderia, but there was just something emotional about the way the Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera drove, and it was just obvious that that was the car that was for me. So I had the Gallardo Superleggera, and that was an incredibly fun car. It got my appetite whet for Lamborghini and the V10 platform, but there's just something about the V12. So I was in the market for a new Lamborghini, and that was going to be the 670 SV, the Murcielago. I love the lightweight versions of Lamborghini cars. Lots of carbon fiber, just incredible. And I had just about put a deposit down on the 670 SV in white, because you just have to get it in white. And then I was invited as one of about 100 customers to take a look at the new replacement, which was the Aventador. It was amazing. It was so radically different from all their previous cars. It was more angular, it was more aggressive, more edgy, and I thought that was the car for me. And I never looked back. So that I had one of the first Aventadors in the country. It was a 2012 Giallo Orion car, and it was amazing. And then they introduced the 50th Anniversario, and I knew then that that was going to be the car for me. So I have the Verde Ithaca 1 of 100 anniversary Aventador Roadsters. And I still have that car. That car is now a permanent part of my collection. I love it. Fast forward several cars later, I have had a red Huracan, Rosso Mars Huracan 610. Then the car after that, actually it wasn't really after that because I had both of these cars at the same time, was a Huracan 610 Spider called Superstorm, because it was a blue car, blue Le Mans with kind of red interior. And then I acquired Viola Parsife Performante. Actually, at one point I had all 3 Huracans. So you get the idea. I have this passion for cars, I have this passion for Lamborghini, and each of those cars had their own personalities, which is incredible. Then I decided, once I saw the performance of the SVJ, and I had an incredible opportunity, probably once in a lifetime, a dream come true, to drive the Aventador SVJ on the streets of Sant'Agata Bolognese, the home of Lamborghini. And that was a game changer for me. It told me instantly, yes, this V12 was the car that I wanted and I needed to have because of all the emotions. This car has emotions. When you shift the gears, oh, just incredible. And so I had a project in mind, a very specific vision in mind. And we've been working with the ad personam team at Lamborghini, sort of really making your dreams come true. And that's what this company is about. It's about making your dreams come true. And we created this project called Project Chaos, which is a really interesting combination of a paint scheme that Lamborghini had rarely done before. They'd did something in a very special edition, but it was not exactly the way I had expected. Really interesting, and the team there in ad personam were just absolutely incredible in working with me to sort of put this project, this idea, this concept, this dream together. And then the Xago was introduced, a 1 of 10 model series based on the Aventador. They're all roadsters. And I thought, wow, if you see the features, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second, that's on this car, you'll know why the Xago was the right car for me. Now, let's talk a little bit about what exactly some of those features are. Every Lamborghini is painstakingly created really to sort of match as I said, dreams, desires of the owners. My Verde Ithaca car is a classic Lamborghini color. No surprise that we would do that. But on the Xago, there are essentially 10 combinations. They really think of it as a set. Each owner, however, can make modification to certain elements like the calipers, some elements of the interior in terms of the trim, the floor mats, but they're all unique individual cars. They're 1 of 10, but if you think about it, they're 1 of 1 cars, just like you as an individual. There's no other individual like you. So some of the additional work that goes into this is the external hexagonal livery that you see on the fenders, on the doors, that are uniquely Xago. And that paintwork, you would think they're decals, but they're actually not decals. It's actually embedded in the paint. There is this incredible 3D effect that exists. And I think you have to see this car in person to truly appreciate the workmanship and quality that went into creating this. If you look at the hexagonal pattern and you look away or you look down a panel of the car, it's animated. It literally propagates down the car. And if you stay still and just approach it, you'll see it turns from a 2D to a 3-dimensional structure on the car. The paint is so deep, and I don't know what sort of sorcery Lamborghini did to make that happen, but it's a pretty cool effect. And no matter which panel you look at, the effect is there. So it's like this hologram, but it's a really deep, 3-dimensional, literally work of art that's in that paint. It's absolutely incredible, and it blows me away every time I see it under different lighting too. It just changes. It's an incredible work of art that they've been able to achieve in this paint. It's really unique. So my paint is a green paint. That's the accent colors. You can see it on the door handles. You can see it on the mirrors. You can see it around on the rocker panels, and on the front is Verde Speranza. And what's unique about this color is, one, it's the exact color that's in the Italian flag, the green. Number two, It is only been used on one other car, and it was a highlight on the Roadster Vanina. Think about that. This is the most they've used this paint on a car, so that's really awesome. That makes it even more special to me. Number two, the colors in the hexagons on the doors are actually the same color that the Lamborghini Countach was introduced with. Think about that. That is pretty awesome. So I'm giving you some additional facts. It's additional 80 hours. It's 80 hours to paint the exterior of the car. I think in general on an Aventador, it's something like 70 hours, so it's 120 hours to paint the exterior of the car. Generally it's about 70 to 80 hours, I think, to paint a regular Aventador. Internally, on the inside, to prep this car, to create this livery, and you can see there's green cross-stitching, there is green piping, there's green leather on the seats, those kinds of things. That's 80 hours to put this car together. So it's additional time and effort to really bring this livery together. Things that are special about my car is because I have the green color, sort of made sense that on the seats where it says SVJ, mine is tricolore because the interior is a light color, so you have sort of a white. I have the green in the S, and the J, all the SVJs, the J has to be red. So you'll notice that on every car, the J is always red. So I have a tricolore on the seats. My floor mats are also Verde Speranza, and most of the other mats are a whitish gray. So those are some of the things that make this car unique and special, even amongst the Xago edition. So, you know, this, for me, the Xago just is it right now. And why? I just love the feel of a V12 engine, naturally aspirated. And so I honestly, I'm in heaven driving this car. I love the 50th. I think they have their own different character, just like kids, right? You know, each of them have their own personalities. And the personality of this car, it's more lightweight, it's nimble, it's got a lot of energy. To some extent, kind of describes me. It wants to go. It elicits emotion. It's kind of hard to explain because there's just so much about this car when you're sitting in it, whether you're the driver or the passenger, that it just gets you going, gets your blood pumping. And that's what I love about this car. It's the emotion, it's what it really does to you. And you know, as I said earlier, it's all about the people. And I have to say, I can't give enough credit to my colleagues, my friends, Abe and Leo and Larry and all the folks at Lamborghini, including Jonathan, that sort of really have taken care of me. These are car guys, car girls that just love the Lamborghini brand, love their customers, and that is the reason why I've crossed many, many states, many other dealers to get to work with the folks here at Lamborghini Broward. I can't say enough about them. Their passion for cars, their passion for the people is just incredible. In fact, it's contagious. So there you have it, guys. The Aventador SVJ Xago edition, the latest addition to my collection. I love this car, and I'm really thankful to the team at Lamborghini Broward for helping me make my dreams come true. And if you want your dreams to come true, have these guys help you make it happen. With that, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.